Organizing with color. It is myOrganized.life live, April 23rd, 2018. It's Monday.
It is Monday. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy Administrative Professionals Week.
That's right.
Actually, it's Administrative
week.
Professionals Day on Wednesday, but spoiler alert, we've got a great deal.
We do.
For you at myOrganized.life. We're going to give you a coupon code for something, but we're not going to tell you what it is right now because it's kind of like...
Of course, they got to string them along.
It's like clickbait, you know, you kind of keep people in, but it'll all make sense after we kind of go through talking about organizing with color today, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about it kind of all week too because actually Wednesday is admin week, but this week we're going to kind of talk about things that admins do, which is get organized, which is kind of ties into everybody. So everyone can learn from this show this week. So we should start by saying welcome to myOrganized.life live. I am John Hunt.
And I'm Leanne Thompson.
And this is the show where we give you organizing tips, advice, and get your feedback with questions and comments.
Right. I wonder how many administrative professionals watch this show.
Yes. If you're an administrative professional, now, administrative professional, that's a pretty broad term.
It is. It's very broad.
I mean, you could do a lot of things to be either professional or administrative.
I believe, yeah.
Don't you feel like you do administrative professional work? I do too, like several hours a week. So I think we can all celebrate together.
I think so.
Maybe we'll talk to our boss about bringing something. You know, I know you wanted me to get you something.
Yeah, I was expecting flowers when I came here today, but...
No. Well, you're not the administrative professional.
Well, we don't really have an official one, do we?
We don't, no. We do 2 or 3 jobs each.
Yep.
So,
exactly.
Okay. So anyway, in the comments, what should we have put there today? Like what their least favorite administrative task is.
That's a good one.
What do you hate doing?
Oh.
You don't have to tell me because I don't want to know. But
what do you hate doing?
You know what? I hate doing my expense report at the end of the month because you got to get the receipts and you got to check the credit card statement and you got to match them up and there's always like one missing.
Because then you'll email me. Where is that receipt for those images?
Yeah, I know.
Then I have to find it.
Yes, I know. It's a tough life.
That's one of the things I don't like doing is digging for you.
Yes. Okay, good. Well,
just kidding.
Hopefully,
few and far
when
between.
we talk about organizing with color today, which is the topic for the day.
That's an old podcast, correct?
Yeah, actually number 87 and 88. It was a 2-part podcast with our friend Louise Kurzika, who's right here from the Twin Cities.
Yes, she's going to be stepping down as chapter president, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Her term is up.
Uh-oh.
So someone
but
else
long live the queen.
Of
That's
course,
what I say.
she's the queen.
She's always going to be the queen in our heart.
She's on local TV.
Yeah,
she's everywhere.
She's all over the place.
Louise, if you're watching.
Yeah, it's actually a great 2-part podcast. We're gonna play a little clip from the second half of it, but in that we talk about the psychology of color, how you can use color, for visual appeal, but also for great organizing tips.
Sure.
So to do that, you go to smead.com/podcast. Scroll down.
Way down.
Because we're right. We did 210 last week. Gosh, number 210.
I can't believe that.
I know. So go down to number 87 and 88. Louise Kurzika was back when we had our cool little...
the green screen.
The green screen studio.
Yeah.
It's fun just to watch for that.
Yes, it is.
But one of the other things we do, so we're going to talk about the appeal of color, visual appeal, and also if you're a creative type, we talked about the idea that creatives sometimes don't like systems because they feel it's going to cramp their style.
Right,
so we addressed that in this little clip. Also, we did this clip when we introduced our new online label creator, viewables.com.
Right.
So...
And we've talked about Viewables on this show a few times.
Yeah, well, and a lot of admin people use Viewables because it's a great filing label creator. And it's free. And it's online.
Yes.
So all you need to do is get the actual labels, which ties in
to our
special offer for administrative professionals.
After they watch the clip.
After they have to watch the clip. Clickbait.
Yep, you have to sit through the commercials before you can get the good stuff.
It's going to be worth it for you to stay because it's a great offer that we have for you today. But let's get into our clip here from podcast number 88, Organizing with Color with Louise Kurzika.
We deal with people all the time who are very creative. And the one complaint I have heard from the first day I came into this industry till even yesterday is, oh my gosh, I am going to be so bored if I have to be structured into some kind of an organizing system.
Right.
It's going to just zap my creativity. So color is the way we can awaken up that system to make it appeal to those
Right.
people who are really creative. And that's important because those are the people who are most challenged
Yes.
by organization and having structure. So I've got a couple of examples here on the slide, which I think are great. These are products and types of systems I've used with many clients. So we definitely want to look at how we can, again, tap into that client's need for color so that they can be artistic. And this gives them some opportunity to kind of show what it is that they're trying to demonstrate in terms of their creativity. And they also may be tied, just like I gave the example with the kids in the school color, they may have certain colors or certain styles or designs might be tied to certain function for them. So it actually will improve their memory and make it easier for them to find things.
You know, it's interesting, when we first launched Viewables many years ago, the tagline was creating a filing masterpiece. And, you know, so the whole idea of the artist, you know, so it is something, if you have creative skills, you can go wild. And now in the new version too, we've added the icons so you can put little pictures on the labels. Again, it's another level of, you know, categorization and association. But I just thought that was kind of neat when you're talking about the artist. I mean, a lot of people see this as an artistic tool, although you don't have to be an artist to use it.
Well, and then John, I have to bring up the point that now with the new Viewables.com, Mac users for the first time, who are the creative people.
People who use PCs, not creative at all. No, you got to be careful.
But let's be clear that those folks have been out of the game for a long time because they're Mac users, but that tends to be the people who do things in more creative professions, or even if it's their avocation. You know,
that was one of the main drivers of why we went to the new online version.
It's going to make it so easy.
Yeah, so the Mac people are going to love it, and
because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're doing it online.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to do it downloaded to your computer.
Well, and if you want to be real artsy, what you can do is you can get it on either your phone, which internet enabled, or your iPad. And say you're out at a location, or even at your file cabinet, but your place where you print your labels is somewhere else. You can go and you can get all your labels, type them all right in, save them because it all gets saved to the cloud.
I love that feature.
And then you can take it back, access it from a totally different computer once you have your free account set up, and then you can print them there. So it's for people that maybe have to go out to a warehouse or a storage room, and they don't want to, like, they have to, before they had to write them down, go back, type them in. Now you can go and write with your phone or your iPad or whatever and store it to your free account. So it is opening up a lot more creative options for people.
I think so. I think it's going to make it a real winner for moving forward.
Let's change this to, you asked about earlier whether you can do different kinds of labels. Let's do an oversized label here. Maybe this time we'll get rid of the icon and just put just type something in, bin number 1 or whatever we want.
There we go. Or maybe we can even try something like school supplies.
Okay. Now, if you'd like a color, let's say associated this in the let's do one of the background colors. Let's select a color for school. What are you thinking?
Well, again, let's go with orange because that was the color that was applied to the example I gave on the family that had orange as their school color.
Right. So now we have an oversized label that has all the background color.
And can I put in some text?
Louise, you can do whatever you want. You're having fun with this now, aren't you?
Yeah. Pens and pencils.
Okay.
Okay, and then can I click down another line?
You can go another line down if you want.
And
you have 4 lines on the oversized label.
Markers.
Okay.
Oops. And then let's do colored pencils.
Okay. So if we like this, we're going to save this here to our project. And now you have 2 labels in this project. Now let's say you wanted to do another school supplies label, but not pens, markers, and colored pencils.
Okay.
If you started a new label here, it would just give you a blank label.
Right.
But let's go up here, and we're going to go to our project and duplicate this label.
Oh.
So now we can go over here. It's still school supplies, but let's change this to something like erasers.
Right. Or let's see. I was going to say adhesives.
Okay.
Is a name I use quite a bit.
All right. And if you want to do
another one for let's do scissors.
Okay. And we can come down to the last thing. What's something else that would go in this bin?
One other school supply might be note cards.
Okay. All right, and then we're going to save this. So now you've got 2 named school supplies, but let's say we go back here. This puts up into the editor your original one, You have your copy. It was real easy to make that. Or we go back and we have, remember this one. So we have
them
different
all
labels.
visually there. Okay.
There's other things you could do here. Say you wanted in this everything's together line here, you wanted to bold that. We can come over here to the right and we can choose a bold font, italic or underline, and we have some different font selections available as well. But let's make that one bold, and all of a sudden it becomes bold.
It really jumps out at you now.
And we'll save that. Let's go to our printing down here. Now, that would be this label right here. If we select that,
the little printer.
Yep. Then it comes up with what looks like a sheet of viewables. Now, in this particular case, let's say this is a sheet that we've not used. We could continue with it. Now, let's just say we have already printed 2 labels. We can choose these as used, and it should start now in that 3rd position there. So
so like it used to with your printer, remember.
Right. And it remembers. And when you see, and another advantage to having an account, if we log out here and we come back later, it'll remember the last label sheet you used as
so
well.
I can take my stock with me from one client to another client, or in an office that might be using this from one desk to another desk, and then they're not going to waste any labels.
Right. Well, coming up this Wednesday on Podcast Wednesday, where we're going to release our latest podcast live here on Facebook Live, we're going to bring on Shauna Turner.
Yes.
Who,
the Shauna Method.
The Shauna Method, the only organizer with her own method.
Right.
Well, anyway, we're going to actually bring Shauna on right now. Shauna, we're pretty excited about this series, which is called How to Organize and Store Common Items. And,
yeah. Who knew that it could be so complicated?
Yeah.
Or not complicated.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to look at organizing everyday items because there are certain things we all need to deal with, and why not get them in order? It's worth the effort.
All right, Shauna, how did you come up with this series, or why did you decide to do this series?
You know, a lot of times people think when they hear professional organizing that this is all about getting rid of stuff, right? And you're going to be pressured to sort of let go of the things that you aren't sure you're ready to let go of, and it's decluttering and it's clearing stuff out. And while that is a part of getting organized and it does feel great, organizing is also about just dealing with the normal things that you have in your life. And as I went around from client to client, I kept seeing similar items in every house and in every office. And I thought, you know, we're actually pretty similar and we all need to deal with these basic things. So I started to sort of take note of that and thought that would be a great series, how to organize these everyday items that all of us have.
All right. Well, we have the podcast on that topic, how to organize everyday and common items, with Shauna Turner coming up, releasing live this Wednesday right here on Facebook Live, but also after that you can get it through the normal podcast channel. So we're looking forward to doing that show with you. All right.
All right, wow.
Good. Got some good organizing with color tips there.
Yeah.
Got a little screenshot demo
Preview.
on Viewables. Viewables.com. You can go there. It's a great online label creator. You can create a free account there. Use it for free. You just need to get the Viewables labels, which you can get at myOrganized.life.
Right.
And
wait, there's more.
There's more. We have, because of its Admin Professional Day on Wednesday and Admin Week going on, we are going to give you 25% off all Viewables products.
That's a good
there's
deal.
A bunch of different ones. There's label refills. There's the ones with the hard tabs. There's the ones with the
quick fold
tabs. So I think there's 3 or 4 different ways you can do it.
Quantities. And
yep. So you can go to myOrganized.life
and
put in. You go up to the menu, put in like Viewables. Click that. There's a whole collection of them on one page. But here's what the important part is. Use this code, Admin Day.
Admin Day.
ADMINDAY.
Okay.
Admin Day. You'll get 25% off.
And that runs through
April 30th.
Oh,
so if you're
30th.
watching
Okay.
this on the replay after April 30th, that code won't work. But anytime between now, which is Monday the 23rd, giving you a whole week to use this thing, 25% off all Viewables products.
All right.
Admin Day is the coupon code.
Sounds good.
So you might get an email from us too. We're gonna put this out to, if you
pretty fancy email, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think probably you designed that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of this week, we saw the promo there for Shauna Turner.
Yes, that's Wednesday.
That's podcast 211.
211.
We're getting up
right,
there.
we are. Yep.
Anyway, she is going to be talking about organizing common items. There's things that, we don't think about organizing that need organizing
right.
too.
Yep.
So we'll do that. Tomorrow, what do we got tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're talking about meeting minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And how to keep track of those.
Does that have to do with like admin week maybe?
I think so.
I think
so.
too. And then I bet on Thursday there's probably some solutions for
Well,
admins.
Thursday you're going to go solo because I will be at the NAPO show on
yeah.
Thursday and Friday.
You know what I think we should do since a lot of admins use the viewables? Maybe we'll do another viewables demo or something.
Sure.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and Friday blogger roundup. But remember we in one of our previous shows, Leanne's going to be down at the NAPO conference. We're going to try to get her on live.
Yeah, we'll see.
So not only
We'll
live
see.
on Facebook here from Minneapolis, St. Paul, but live from Chicago.
Yes.
We have the technology to do it all.
Let's hope so.
And we're going to round up those bloggers. Maybe you can actually round some up down there. We'll take a rope and you could like tie them up and say, come on our show right now.
Yeah, that'd go over well.
I think that would be great.
We could try it. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know
well,
what people will go for.
Well, that's it for Monday, April 23rd,
Right.
myOrganized.life live, and we will be back tomorrow with meeting minutes.
Meeting minutes.
Come with your
Yep.
pencil and paper ready
Yes, be ready.
to do those.
Right.
All right, we'll see you then.